Welcome to the podcast Otherside with Nii Anang, and my guest today is Genevieve Hawa Baba. Jenny, good to have you on the podcast.
It's my pleasure, Grandpa.
I hope I mentioned your name in full.
Yeah, by your meeting, Amenuveve.
Oh, Amenuveve. Tell me about Amenuveve.
Oh, Amenuveve is actually not a name given to me by my parent. It was a name given to me by my spiritual father back in SHS.
What's the story to that? How did he give you that name?
So he gave me that name basically because I was able to translate grace in Ewe, and for the fact that he said I was alive by God's grace because of my condition.
So your name given at birth by your parents or your dad is Genevieve Hawa Baba.
Yeah.
Did you come from a Muslim background?
Yeah, my daddy was from a Muslim background.
Tell me about your dad.
I can't really say much about my dad though, but I grew up with him. He was a noble man. He was a fisherman. Yeah, let me say. Even though we were born Muslim, that's our dad, but we never had a chance to pray as Muslims. We were brought up in a Christian way. But my mom was a Christian.
Your mom was a Christian?
Yes, a Christian.
Or your mom is? Because your mom is still
a Christian.
Alive. So your mom is a Christian?
Yeah.
And your dad?
Was a Muslim. So he converted, he became a Christian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the fondest memory you have about your dad that brings smile to you anytime you think about it?
That was when I went to visit him in 2020. I went to the farm with him, and he told me that I'm his only daughter. In fact, I'm his first daughter, and he would want me to go abroad to go to Niger, because he said our background was from Niger, but since he has never been there or something, I don't know. But I was like, I should be the person that will go to Niger and all that. And my dad understood me very well. Like, he made sure that I was comfortable even in my pain. So even though I love both parents, but I have this connection with my dad more than my mom.
Is your dad alive?
No, my dad is late.
Okay. When? Which year?
He died December 2020.
What happened?
He got drowned.
Drowned?
Yeah.
Is there something you want to talk about? What happened?
Oh, I don't really know, but we went to visit him. I was after my BEC, and we left a week after. Then we received a call that he went for fishing and he didn't come back. He got drowned.
How did you hear the story?
So we were told, we were called by the families over there.
So you were not living
with
your dad?
No.
At what point did you leave your parents?
I can't really remember the age, but I think I was in my 6th, 7th when I left my parents to stay with my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when your dad passed, you were not, or you had not lived with, when your dad passed, you had not lived with him for longer years, for a long period.
Yeah.
And you received a call and you were told that your dad had died.
Yeah, that was after my visit to him.
How did you feel?
Oh, actually, I felt very down, because it was in a while that I actually spent time with them, and then you going to visit them and then leaving them not up to weeks, a year of his demise. Actually, I was very down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your mother, are you the only child of your parents?
No, I'm the fourth born.
Okay.
I'm the fourth born for my dad, and the fifth born for my mom.
Okay. What do you remember most about your mom?
My mom.
Yeah. What do you love about your mother?
My mom, one thing I love about her is her loving nature, and for the fact that she's content with everything she has. She doesn't she doesn't she doesn't force herself to get something if she doesn't have it. And she makes sure that we, her kids, we are comfortable in every little way. Yeah. I remember one
Yeah.
time when I was with them, it was raining, and with that place is a river. We live along the riverside. So the river was our source of water. We used the river to bathe, cook, do everything. So I think one time we were going to fetch water and it started raining. I was very young. I was with my friends, and it was raining ice.
Ice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of us to go home, we didn't go home. We actually dived into the river with our basins on our head, and we were in the river as the thunder was striking and everything.
So you were bathing in the
Yeah.
river
Yeah,
whilst it was raining.
And I was just imagining myself when I get home. In fact, I can imagine it now as I'm talking. And I got home. My mom didn't talk. She allowed me to pour the water. She said, "My daughter, come." She said it's in
Yeah.
our language, "Yebi, come." The way she lashed me.
What language is that?
Adam,
Ada.
yeah,
Okay, so your mom is Ga Adangbe.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The way she lashed me. Actually, when she was lashing me, I was at a point laughing because for me, I enjoyed myself. So she felt like she was punishing me though, but I didn't really get angry at her because I realized I was at fault. And I knew all about me be punishing when I get home. So even though she was lashing me, after she lashed, I went to tell her that what she did me didn't pay me.
Yeah.
I'll do it again if I get a chance.
And did you
Oh, I didn't get a chance to do that.
do that
Yeah.
again? So you were a naughty child.
I wasn't naughty. I just loved being myself, being my space, and doing what makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you moved away from your parents. You relocated from your village. You didn't tell us the name of your village where you grew up.
Toponya.
Where is that?
Toponya, I wouldn't be able to give you the specific region it's in, but I would say it's in the outcast of Oti region.
Oti region.
Yeah, around Yeji, Ketekrachi.
Yeah. So you moved. Can you recall the exact age you moved?
I can't recall,
Okay.
but I was not in my tent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were still under 10,
Yeah.
very, very young age.
Yeah.
You moved to stay with your sister alone.
Yeah, so I moved to stay with my sister. She was married and she had a kid. By the time I came, she had a baby, and in fact my name was what the baby even mentioned before he could speak. Hawa.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually I didn't know I had a big sister then. I didn't know. So I think we went for a phone in Ada. Then coming back, by then we used the Yape Pantun.
Yeah.
And Marine. So after the funeral, we were going back home.
After the funeral of your
No. I think it was a family member.
family,
or something.
okay.
Yeah. Then we got to Marine, and my mom said that my sister said to come and live with. I was like, nope, I don't want to go. Actually, I didn't actually wanted to go. I cried. I felt like my mom gave me out.
Yeah.
But I say I'm grateful. Yeah. Actually,
So you lived and you grew up with your sister.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm still with my sister.
With your sister, yeah. And you mentioned pain. At what point did you first notice you had a chronic pain or a pain that was unending?
That was when I was in my basic school.
Basic school?
Yeah.
So you were in your teens at this point, early teens?
Yeah, let's say early
11,
teen. Yeah.
11, 12?
Yeah. That was when I realized I was in severe pains.
Severe pains?
Yeah.
It means even from childhood, you were aware that you had
Pain.
some pain?
Yeah.
Were you able to articulate it or tell anyone about your pain at your early years?
No, what we actually focused on was my severe headache. I used to have severe headache.
When you were a child?
Yeah.
That you were able to tell your mom or your
Yeah.
dad? Yeah. And what did they say?
Oh, it's not like what did they even say? They tried so many ways to get me better. I could just have headaches and then I'll be vomiting blood and all stuff. That was when I was with them. So let's say I complained, even if I had complained about by then my mind was not really on my pain back then when I was with my parents. I was very young, very, very young. So I think when I left them, came to stay with my sister, and then at a point, that was when I realized the pain, anything like if I involve myself in bending, squatting, or carrying of stuffs, I realized the pain is unbearable. Yeah, so I think if I wouldn't lie, let's say I was in my class 3, 4, that was when
You
I
first
became,
noticed that
the pain
there was a
was pain
pain.
in my
Where,
back.
which part of your body?
My spine,
Your
my
spine.
back and my waist.
What kind of pain?
What kind
How,
of
if I
pain?
ask you to describe the pain, how does it feel?
It's a pain that pierces. It's a pain that makes you feel like, I don't know, but it's on a scale from 1 to 10. It's on a normal day like this, like I'll give it 6. But when
Yeah.
it gets very worse, I'll give it 10. Yeah.
And it's just been constant from
Yeah.
your childhood
Yeah.
till. So let's go back to the early days. The first time you noticed that anytime you carried things, you were feeling this pain. Did you tell your sister about it?
Yeah.
What couldn't you do aside the lifting of things and feeling the pain? Were there other things you couldn't do?
Yeah, so I noticed when I stand for long or when I sit for long, the pains become very severe. Or when I walk for a long distance, the pain becomes very severe. So I think there was a time I was scrubbing.
Yeah.
So me bending to scrub,
The bathroom?
yeah, I bent scrub and then getting up was a problem. That was when I told my sister had back pain. So she got these normal hot balms for me to use and all that. So it was something I was living with. It might feel like maybe you don't want to work and you're giving up excuses. So by then too, I wasn't that really matured. I felt like it was normal to have those pain, but it was something that when it gets worse, I bear it alone. When I get very worse with my pain, I don't tell anyone. But on the normal days, I could just have the pain and it brings down my energy.
Yeah.
And when it's noticed, maybe they might think it's malaria. It's maybe this malaria headache or fever and all that. Yeah, so there was a time I carried water. After pouring the water into the drum,
Yeah.
I wanted to stand straight. It took me a while before I could. So I realized that the moment I carry something on my head, it's like I'm being compressed. Then when that thing is being lifted up, that is when I'm now trying to straighten up.
Yeah.
So when I try to do it at once, then it I could even cry at that spot.
Yeah.
So
This was before you had told or first mentioned it to your sister?
yes. Yeah.
And what was her reaction?
Oh, my sister, let's say like a mother, she was worried.
Mm.
Yeah, she was worried. So
But you had not been to the hospital?
So no.
Okay.
By then I've not been to the hospital.
So you went through the pain until you finished JHS.
Yeah.
Which school did you go?
I attended Ajna United Basic School. That's my junior high. And then my secondary school was Yilo Krobo Senior High.
Yeah.
In the Eastern region.
Okay. So you had a pain and then you finished your BEC and you went to SHS, boarding school.
Yes, please.
How did you manage the pain from first year in SHS? And you had still not been to the hospital to have any proper medical diagnosis of what could be causing the pain.
Yeah.
So tell me life in SHS.
Life in SHS was after my dad's burial. And
how many months?
I think that was a month or two. I don't know, but I think we buried him in the same month of December or something, because he got drowned and we found the body on the third day. So we couldn't have kept it long in the
In the morgue,
mortuary.
yeah.
Yeah. So when I went to secondary school, I was with a pain. And you know this senior high school life when the seniors to be trying to blame you, scrap, all form 1C and all stuffs. So I realized I used to do everything. I scrap, wash, do everything. But I realized it was making my pain worse. So you told them and it feels like I'm making up a story. Yeah. So I think I was living with it. I was with the pain from one first semester, and then I think when we went on a break, that was when I think I came to Agina, where I grew up, where my basic school was, and I'm in an NGO, Compassion. And so that's where my Compassion head office was in Agina. So I think I went to visit, and then I told them about my pain, and then they're like, okay, fine, I should go to the hospital. So I went to VRA in Akusomo. That was when I did my first X-ray, and the doctor was like, "Your spine is not as it's supposed to be, and you're going to live with it. So just do some physios." So I realized the more I was doing the physiotherapy, there's no change.
What kind of exercises were you doing?
They used to just massage my body.
Your back?
Yeah, then there be these heat radiation stuffs. Yeah, that was what they used to do.
Did he mention the exact condition
She didn't.
of the
It
spine?
was a she.
It was
She
a she,
didn't
yeah.
really give me exact
She only told you that there were issues
my
with your spine
Yeah,
and it couldn't be corrected,
tight.
and so you would have to endure
Yeah.
the pain for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
How did you take it?
In fact, I feel like, where was I born? I at that moment when she told me that, I thought to myself, what is that? Because I was living my life. So at the point, I felt like I shouldn't have even gone to the hospital. Yeah, because I was with the pain. I was living normally. It was just unbearable. And then me seeking for help and then tell me this. I felt very bad. But I also thought of it. Yeah, I've done a physio, I've taken medicines at that phase, and it was still the same.
Painkillers?
Yeah, painkillers. And it was still the same. So I went back to my project, and so by then I had gone back to school after I went to the doctor. I'd gone back to school. And going back to school, and now I've been able to present an X-ray and the X-rays report to my house mistress.
Yeah.
And so she was kind of understanding, Madam Cynthia, and my school sisters and other staff also understood me.
So that they don't put a lot of
Pressure
on you
to
do
this
stuff.
housework.
Yeah, housework,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I also felt it was something is like, this feeling when you're used to something, it's something that you love doing, and at a point you have to stop it. It's very hard for you to stop it. And besides, I was not home, I was in school. So when it comes to washing and everything, I do that by myself.
In school?
Yeah. So when I went back to school, that phase, first semester of Form 1, second semester of Form 1. So I had friends who also understood me, even though my condition was not really known to them very well. They tried everything possible to support me in every little way. I think we went on break. Then I went back to my place and I told them that there's no change. And besides, what the doctor told me then, and my director was like, why should she make a statement like that? So they transferred me. In fact, they didn't even transfer me. They made me go to Britannia Medical Center in Tama.
Okay.
That was where I met a doctor. And he looked at my X-ray and he diagnosed me of scoliosis. Scoliosis was something that deals with the lumbar.
Okay.
So he was like, maybe my lumbar and all that.
Also connected or related to the spine?
Yes. So that was his diagnosis. So he was giving medicines. So I was on medications.
What kind of medicines were you taking?
I can't really recall their names, but
were they painkillers?
Yeah, painkillers.
Just painkillers?
Yes.
Okay.
Just painkillers. I've taken Mexipine before.
Okay.
I've taken
So different families of painkillers.
Yeah.
And has any worked so far?
And I've taken like painkillers and my pain is still same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken painkillers. So at a point I had to abuse the painkillers so I could sleep, because I wasn't able to sleep because of the pain. I didn't know what position to lie in to feel comfortable. So it's like when I take the medicine, I feel weak. I'll just go off, then wake up the next morning, and the pain is still there. So it became a routine. It became something I do. So it wasn't getting any better, and it got to a point I couldn't walk.
Yeah. So, but I want to understand, how were you living through the pain in senior high school? Were you able to sleep at night?
No, so that's when I abused the drug. So I started abusing of my drug in senior high.
If you say abuse, what exactly do you mean? You
Let's
take
say,
overdose?
Yeah, I take overdose of the drug.
Against the advice of the doctor?
Yeah.
So, for example, if you are to take, let's say, 250 milligram, you take like 500.
Yeah.
Why didn't you seek expert advice from the doctor to let him know that the dosage you were taking wasn't working? At what point did you decide to abuse the drugs?
At the point where the pain got very severe, like I couldn't bear it anymore. Because everything you do is with pain. You walk with pain. You sit with pain. You talk. As I'm talking with pain.
Yeah.
You breathe with pain. Everything is with pain.
So you started abusing the medicine in SHS?
Yeah.
And you were able to sleep?
Yeah, at night.
And then you wake up in the morning. At what point does the pain come back?
The pain doesn't leave.
So the pain doesn't leave. The pain doesn't leave.
Mm-hmm.
So you take it just to sleep.
Yeah.
So it means you are taking two kinds of medicines, one for pain, and you have another one that's able to put you to sleep. Is that what it means?
The same medicine that is supposed to be used for the pain. Let's say I'm supposed to take 5 milligram. Okay, fine. I have 50 tablets or 50 capsules. I'm supposed to take each a day. That day, if I want to, I'll take maybe 2 or 3 of it, of the capsules, so I could go to bed.
Yeah.
If I take one, I'll just be awake, and I
won't be able to put you to sleep.
Nothing. Yeah. The pain is still there. It just makes me weak. So when I take maybe 3 or 4 of that, it makes me go to bed. Then I wake up the next day, continue the same routine. So I realized my condition was just excruciating. I wasn't getting any better.
So how were you able to concentrate in class?
Concentrate?
Yeah.
I never had my full attention in class after my condition got very worse.
This was at what point? SHS 1 or 2?
SHS 1.
1.
Yeah. And it really, really affected my academics. It really, really did.
What program were you studying?
I studied general arts. My electives were French, government, geography, and literature. Yeah. And imagine you having a lot of books to read on literature, and you take the book to read, and all of a sudden you lose interest in it, and your pain is also there. You just feel like I'm just snub this book and go to bed. So I could be at my dormitory and they'll lock me, or sometimes too, I'll just be at the school's bay, the sick bay, and be there. Then there'll be, I don't know, but it was.
Take me through your mind in these times when you were going through pain, you couldn't concentrate on studies at the sick bay whilst colleagues are studying. What was going through your mind mostly a lot of the times?
Just giving up, ending it, and be free.
If you say giving up, ending it, and be free, what exactly do you mean?
There's always this saying that I'm not even bringing the saying, but when you're at a thing, in fact you're at a point and it's just like you have to cross a bridge, and that bridge, you got there, it is rusty, and you're looking at it. If you cross the bridge, you imagine yourself falling, and then at that point you could just jump and fall at once. So it's just like if I use the bridge, I'll fall. So why should I use it? Let me just jump at once. So I feel like let me just end it. Like if I'm not alive, I won't feel any pain. So actually, I didn't think about life after death or where I'm going to. I just wanted to be free from pain. So I thought the best option was to just end it all.
Was that the first time
I
thoughts
had
of
suicide.
suicide had come to you?
Yeah.
That was the very first time.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Yeah.
what like the time of the day, and did you decide to do something about it?
Oh, it was afternoon, and
Yeah.
even so I think it was break time. I was there, and so my friends came. So after they left, I was just having that thought. So I didn't
Taking
actually
that,
had the intention of doing it, but I just had a thought.
Okay.
So when they all got very worse, when I had to at a point I had to stop school.
At what point was this?
I think Form 2
Form
first
2.
semester. Yeah.
Were you in school and had the pain and left school, or you didn't even go to school at the beginning of the term?
So the thing is, you're in school. The next time you see yourself, you're in the hospital.
How does that come?
I wouldn't know how it come. You feel like every day routine is with pain. So it's like there are times where the pain could just come and you can't even walk. You can't do anything. You have to be carried around in certain stuffs. So I couldn't sit on these normal chairs. I used plastic chairs piled like 4 with pillows.
Yeah.
So I was even known as the pillow girl in my school by then. So I couldn't sit for like 30 minutes. So when I use that, I can sit for it, but I'll just endure it. You could just see yourself in class, you see yourself in the dormitory the next day. But all I remember is that the pain gets very severe.
And then you black out.
And then I black out.
You wake up and you are in the hospital. People are around you.
Yeah.
And they tell you that you collapsed. Yeah. So you mentioned that the condition got severe and you couldn't go to school. So you were home?
Yeah. So what was the essence of me being on campus and not attending classes, not involving myself in any academics? So it felt like it was too much. Because today I'm at the hospital, I'm taking medicine, you're in the school, you black out, you do this. So I had to be home and then be going to the hospital.
Yeah.
So I was at home. I was my own tutor and my own student. Yeah. So before I left school, I tried ending it or trying to go and jump over a mountain, and it didn't work out.
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
it was a day?
It was a Sunday.
Like Sunday?
Yeah.
You were inside the dormitory?
So it was a Sunday morning, after we had this denomination, I think, was it denomination or before denomination service? And it was time for dining. And I couldn't do this. I had to wait for my colleagues to go and come and carry me to class or prep hall. I was just there, they all left, and this thought just came.
How does it come to you? Is it that you hear voices? What does it say?
Like, this kind of nasty, negative stuffs. You are worthless, you are a burden, there's nothing good will come from you. Besides, you don't have a future. You're a burden. Look, you're worriing someone's children. They are in school to learn, and then they're doing everything for you. Like, what came in mind was, I don't know how it came, but I just saw myself ending it by jumping from the mountain. And my school too was on the mountain. So I just stood out from my chair, and I walked past my senior house mistress building. She wasn't around then, and I was going to the mountains, and I got there. There are people there. Like, no, if I jump, they'll see me. So I didn't want to be discovered. I didn't want them to see my body.
You wanted to die, and no one will know or find your body too.
If they find me, they'll go and try to save me.
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to.
So you were walking to
the
top of the mountain, and then jump down.
That was what I wanted to do,
Yeah,
but
so
I couldn't even climb because there were people their querying tone.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fine, let me just go and live in it. I'm this type of person. I like being by myself. I actually didn't have a lot of friends, and I don't know how to open up. So I'll just be by myself. I'll just be in my own isolated place, and then do things that will make me comfort. And I love to sing,
Yeah.
so I could just be singing or reading. And so when that thought came that I couldn't, I was like, let me just go and be in the forest. Let me just be in the bush. Anything that happens should happen. Besides, I'm in the pain, and the pain can get worse. When you get worse, and then I black out in the forest, what do we
No one
see?
will find you
Yeah,
to think of even taking you to the hospital.
yeah. Then all of a sudden, I had this friend, Rosemary. Then Jenny, why? I don't know. And like, Jenny, where are you going to? I'm like, oh God, this girl found me. That was how that
She has
phase.
destroyed everything.
That was how that
Yeah.
phase passed. And
So okay, so she mentions your name, and you had to give the idea up because now someone has
someone she saw me from
found you.
afar.
Okay, so you
So,
returned to
yeah.
the dormitory, and then what happened?
I came to the dormitory. It took me to my spiritual dad. Then he was like, "You, this girl, you're trying to end. You know, die." I was like, "Oh no, I didn't thought I was going to end. So how did you know?" He said, "Even if you don't tell me, I know." Yeah. In fact, it was one person that, at a point, I found comfort around him. Yeah, because if I even though there was pain, he could make you feel like it's for a reason, it's for a purpose.
Yeah.
But I know when I'm by myself, it's just like my own encouragement was not enough for me. You taking medicine and the pain is just excruciating. It's like the pain, the medicine is just increasing your pain. It's not reducing. It's not helping. So I just felt like no. So when I mostly want to be alone.
Alone. Yeah.
But they also noticed and they will not let me
you
be alone. Yeah. So I think one time when I blacked out, I went to the hospital, and that was when they decided to just let me be at home. So throughout
So
this period,
yeah.
I was not just going medicinal alone. It's pastors, sing, prayer, people, and all that.
Yeah, because now pastors had associated your condition to
Spirituality.
so they were also praying for you.
Yeah.
Were you taking some
So
orthodox
I was actually on a
medicines,
medical
like
and herbal medicine.
herbal medicine?
Like there is this small gallon that we have, these white small gallons. I don't know if you know it though, but yeah, I think I've taken like 5 of that gallon and a very bitter medicine. You take it too, and
Nothing happens. It doesn't
nothing
work.
happens.
Yeah.
My sister was also trying her possible, but my family they were also there. They were also giving me their support one way or the other. So since you couldn't be in school, just be at home. So
This was in Form 2.
yeah, just be at home. So we'll just keep an eye on you. Then go to the hospital, take your medicine, and then we see what happens. Pray, and we see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was at home, going to the hospitals. At that point, that was when I couldn't walk as well. I used to limp. I don't know,
On one
but
leg?
yeah, I used to limp on because my right leg was very heavy and hurting.
Yeah.
But when I walk, it's like I'm pulling my spine. So I don't know. So I couldn't walk. In fact, they had to bait me, everything for me and all that. So I was just at home doing my own learning. Some of my teachers would come around to explain certain things to me, and especially my spiritual dad. He comes every week, or whenever he's in Eastern region, he will come around to be with me, talk to me, encourage me, and all that. So we went to that phase, and how I got my leg, how I was able to walk back was through I went for a prayer. I went for prayers. That is in Ada with my brother. I think on the last day, I told myself that God, I came from Eastern region born to here because I believe that I don't know what it is, but I believe I could walk. So I don't know, but what I remember was that we were asked to stand based on our day of born.
Yeah.
So I stood among the Sunday borns, And then we held hands, we were praying, and I just felt my body some way. I saw myself on the ground, surrounded by pastors, and then I was asked to get up. I got up, and the heaviness was just gone,
your limb, yeah.
and I was able to walk. I was able to walk. For the first time, I was able to bend without feeling pain. Yeah. But I was still in pain, but I was able to bend compared to any other day because I couldn't bend. So if I want to bend, I have to maybe be like I'm squatting before I could take something. So for the first time, I was able to do that. So that phase passed. I left. I went home, and I thought maybe I could go to school after that. I went to school, and you are in school, and what you realize is you wake up and there are people around you. Oh, how dare you won't cry the minibar.
You, the pain got severe again when you returned, and you had to be admitted back to the hospital.
The thing is, there's no day without pain.
Yeah.
On a normal day, it's always pain. But when the pain decides to punish you, it will just break you.
The highest level.
It will just break you.
It puts you off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I could be talking about, I don't know what I'm saying. To me, I'm talking, but to those around me, they can't even hear anything I'm saying. Yeah. So having that phase, that reoccurrence,
like a
repeat,
recycle.
Of that. So I had to just. So I felt like I wasn't meant to be in school.
So you went home again?
I went home. That was when I didn't go back to school anymore. That's Form 2, I think second semester. So yeah.
So you stayed home throughout Form 2?
I stayed home. I just went to register for the WASI.
And then you came back home. To school. Okay, you registered?
When it was time to write? I went to register. And so I was home, going to the hospital and all that. So even with the pain and everything with the pain, it was time for WASI finally.
Yeah.
And
had you studied enough? Were you confident that you had studied enough and you were ready for the exams? What were you thinking?
When it gets to that point of confidence, even though I had these suicidal thoughts, I had all this kind of pain and living, I just had deep down that I could make a difference.
Yeah.
So at a point I could just forget about my pain, but I can't forget it. The pain is with you. It's like you're living with the pain. It's like your mom going to the market to do and buy you a doll. Then the doll becomes your partner. So I was with the pain, and I was this girl. In fact, I am this girl who also loves God a lot. In fact, God is my best friend. God is my everything. And in fact, He's my comfort. In fact, everything.
Yeah.
So I believed I would be fine. At the point, I believed I would be fine. It's like my own words of encouragement were not enough. And I'm not this person that had people really around me that would be like, oh, Jenny, how are you doing? Or just my sister, my nephews, my sister's children, and being at home, my compassion, and then sometimes my colleagues, they were all in school then, so they were not using phone. And my spiritual dad. So just these people. So it's like I'm mostly by myself, just living with the pain.
So you were still confident that you'd be able to write your WASI?
Yeah, but I was actually scared because how can you tell me that I'm going to write a WASI with those that had teachers teaching them 247 and it's not always that you're even studying. So
the time comes. How many papers were you writing? 8 or 7?
9.
9 papers. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were able to write all? Were you able to write everything?
So it's like I don't know though, but I made a prayer and I told God, I have not been in school, but I know that you are with me and you're going to still with me through.
Yeah.
In fact, I had my grade I had in senior I was 24. So I wanted to make a difference. I know I could make a difference.
Yeah.
So with my condition at the point, I was doubting myself. But there was this teacher, in fact, my spiritual dad, my compassion project managers and my brothers, and then one teacher. In fact, they believed I could make it. So like they try every means possible to make me feel like it's not ending. You can make the difference. And my friends also believed in me. I don't know, but I would love to mention their name: Rosemary, Georgina. They know themselves.
Yeah.
Bridget, Deborah, Jennifer, Emilia. Like, they were all there. Especially Rosemary. Rosemary actually believed in me. Like, I don't know how we met was even surprising, but she actually believed in me. She was the youngest among us, and she believed that Jenny could make it. But she could tell me that I'm the president's wife.
Yeah.
So me, I can't give up.
You can't give up. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first time I had to go and write my paper, I had French orals.
Yeah.
And I left home with a smile, waiting for my teachers to come and pick me up, because they volunteered to come and pick me up with their car.
Yeah.
So I was home, my sister prayed with me, and I left my uniform. And then I went to campus. Then all of a sudden, I couldn't see.
You mean you lost sight?
Yeah.
How did it happen?
How it happened? So I went to school. I was in a car waiting for them to come for me, and it was almost time for the paper to start. I was French orals, and I was, in fact, my chair was already set. So the moment you enter the hall, you realize that there's someone who is not capable among us, because my chair is different from every other chairs. So they came to carry me, went to the hall, I was sitting, waiting for them to give us our index number and our positions. Then I had itchiness on my eyes. My eyes became very, like it was burning. Then Rosemary, they were all around me and all that. So, but then I couldn't turn my neck. I couldn't navigate my leg around. So I had a neck collar on.
Yeah.
So I was with that, and then I was with them. Then all of a sudden, my eyes were open, but I couldn't see anything.
Everywhere was black or dark.
No, black.
Black.
Black, dark.
How can you describe it?
Describe it. I wouldn't be able to.
Okay, so we are in a room and then the lights goes off.
The light goes so that one. You'll be able to notice that this thing
at least you
is
can
here.
see your way through. You can touch. But
Yeah.
if you black out in blindness,
Yes.
as you describe,
It's like you can only hear. You can. It's like I think your
ears or your senses,
yeah,
your other
to
senses,
sense where to move around to, and
but you can't see through.
you can't see anything. Even if they use a flash of light to do hi, hello,
You can't see a flash of light.
Nothing.
So you
I was
only
in that
hearing
period,
voices around you. What were some of the voices at that time? That you can
So
recall?
Jenny, what's wrong with you? You have paper. Why? What's wrong? Let's call that you right. That's my spiritual father. It's called that you right. Let's call that you right. But then he's in Accra.
Yeah.
I was like, then what in fact my internal voice told me, you are end. Just give up. That's yeah. In
You're
fact,
still hearing
yes.
those voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your end. Give up.
Yeah.
Why should you? No, look, you can't even see. And you want to write your papers. No, you won't make it. Besides, you've not even been to class. You have come to write paper. But I lost all confidence. I lost all hope. But I held on to my faith. I believed. I held on to my faith, and I comforted myself by saying, he said, before you were made, he knew us, and all that. He appointed us over nations and over kingdoms and all that. So I used to comfort myself with that. Then it was time they came to carry me to where I had to write the paper and French orals.
So you couldn't see at this point.
I couldn't see,
but you still had to write the paper. How did you do it?
So I think it happened when they were around us, the invigilators. So my headmaster, senior assistants, in fact, reverend and all, they were all like, wow. Then they took me, so they had to read. So they will read the options to me, and I'll tell them what to choose. So that was how I read the French orals.
And then from there, they carried you, took you where?
They carried me and took me to, that was my class,
Yeah.
General Art 1. Because that was what my other chair was, so they took me there. So I had brothers and sisters on campus, that was friends, that they interceded for me a lot. And so it's like at the point, I felt like everything was spiritual.
Yeah.
Because if medicine was not working,
And then.
all this coming out. So at the point, in fact, I almost gave up on medicine. Because I think the medicine and just excruciates the pain. It's that like it doesn't suit it.
Yeah.
And then it's like when they pray for you today, you feel better, but the pain is there. But the next time it gets worse.
Yeah.
So I thought it was spiritual. Yeah.
At the point where
I went
you
blind.
went blind and you couldn't see anything.
And at the point where I couldn't even walk, that I had to regain my sight through this prayer. I thought it was spiritual.
That what was happening to you was spiritual. Wasn't
yeah.
physical.
Yeah. And you go to places and they tell you you were born with this. In fact, someone exchanged this kind of stuffs.
Do you believe in that?
Oh.
Have you believed in any
actually,
of
I
those
actually
stories?
believed, yeah. Because like most things they say is really what's happening to me. So I actually at a point if I believed in it.
Yeah.
So after they took me to my reverend came, and then my headmaster also came around, and then my friends were around me. They were praying for me, and they had to call my sister, and I had to go home. I don't even know how, but I ended up at home and with one of my teachers taking me home, my friends with me. I got to the compound. My place is a compound house. Then they're like, Jenny, how was the paper? Don't worry, you will make it.
Yeah.
Then instead of me to respond, oh, okay, yeah, it's rather tears. I'm like, madam, I can't see you.
Yeah.
I'm like, she was like, Hawa. She calls me Hawa when I'm busy. You can't see me. I said, no. In fact, I cried. In fact, I wept. I sobbed. Like, I thought that was the end. Like, your eyes are closed. My eyes are closed now. At least I can feel some reflection.
Yeah.
But on
in
that
state,
one, no reflection.
total darkness. You can't see anything. I'm
darkness.
just trying to close my eyes and see how it's. Yes, at least I can see a reflection of the lights. Yeah, even as I've closed
But this
my
one,
eyes.
your eyes are opened. It's not like they are closed.
They are open.
They are open
but
wide.
It's darkness.
But it's darkness.
Total darkness.
Total darkness.
Yeah.
So at that point,
So
I
people were
like,
crying. You could hear the woman
Yes.
cry.
And then my sister came like, oh, my sister, who have you wronged? You know, these are parents. And
Yeah.
I was like, no. So at that moment, I imagined those who were born blind. I imagined those who couldn't see. And what came in mind was, why did I have a ministry? I don't know. But even though I was in that pain, I used to have thoughts. Do I have a ministry? Like, do I have a ministerial grace of healing? Now I'm supposed to taste everything.
Go through these difficulties.
That was what came in mind the moment I got to the gate of my house, and I heard people cry and all that. So they took me inside and they were praying. In fact, they were praying prayers. People I never imagined could pray for me. I had them praying. Oh gosh. Then my spiritual father called. He said, Jenny, I'm coming. I said, okay. So he called and he came with his mom. In fact, there were there are a group of people that actually my state or my life at a point made me feel like life is not all about those we have as family.
Yeah.
In fact, at the point I felt loved by outsiders more
even much more than family.
Yeah. So he came with his mom.
Yeah.
And when he came, I was like, Jenny, give me 30 minutes before I leave. You would see. I said, okay, man, I believe. I didn't doubt it. I just believe. I just aligned my faith. I don't know how though, but there was this feeling I had. I like as if I was not myself.
Yeah.
I just believed I could see because it was not part of my Even if I'm to go through that, I spoke to you before. Even the day of exams came that I want to write. I don't want to write with any help or any apport or anything. And then
all of a sudden you've added on.
No, it's not part of
I've
it.
just had another.
So I just believe that,
Yeah.
like at that time too, I was still with my spine pain. Oh, I was still with
So
this
double
pain.
pain, the spine pains, and
And
then
then your
there's
eye.
blindness. You can't see.
I was like,
So you went into this state for how long?
a
How did you
day.
regain your sight?
Like, so he came and I believed him. We aligned my. In fact, I allowed. In fact, sorry, I aligned my faith with his.
Yeah.
I believed, and my sisters also believed. And then he said I should give him 30 minutes. So there's this place I used to study. It's a chapel. He took me there, and I was on my chair with him, his mom, my sister, and then some of our neighbors who also loved me. In fact, loves me. They were praying. Then he raised a particular song.
What song?
Minyamia ye akasebe pie when you pan so yeah. He raised that song and we were singing. Then all of a sudden, I don't know, I was just crying. I
Yeah.
was like, oh daddy, at that moment I miss my dad a lot.
Yeah.
At that particular moment,
You wish
oh
your dad
God,
was around.
I wish I could even go to him.
Mm.
Just die and go and be with him.
That was what you were thinking at
Yeah.
that time. Yeah.
I don't know, all of a sudden, I just had this burning sensation under my feet. It actually feels real. As if I don't know, but as I'm talking, it's like
You are
I'm
you are
still,
calling it. Yeah.
I don't know, I was just there and I woke up. I could see Grandpa.
Yeah.
I could see them, but it was blurry.
Yeah.
But compared to before,
At least you could
I could
see some shadows, some
Yeah.
lights, and
that day I felt happy, but I was not having joy.
yeah.
Where I realized there are more ahead of me,
Of me, yeah.
because that wouldn't be the end.
You felt that there could be more
Yeah.
to what had happened. So they took you to the hospital?
That was the next day,
Yeah.
and then I was diagnosed with glaucoma,
Yeah.
and then I was given lens.
Glaucoma. Yeah.
Yeah, I was given lens. So the face of my wasi, that was one thing that happened with me going blind. That was during my wasi period.
Yeah.
And in fact, I could be in examination hall writing, and my pain would just get worse. I had to go and lie down. As time is going on,
Yeah.
I can be writing, my hand could just be stiff. I have to stop writing, clap my hands, sit for a while, stand. So for me, it's like I was lost of myself.
Yeah.
Because I was nothing normal to compare to those around me.
Yeah.
I was nothing normal with them. People could just walk around, do everything by themselves, sit right. But for you,
You can't do
they
a
have
lot
to.
of.
In fact, they have to come and take you to the examination hall. They have to get you a
Yeah.
chair, a table. You could. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just felt like it was so much.
Yeah.
So my spiritual father had to be with me on campus whenever I'm writing exams.
Yeah. So you were able to eventually finish your WASI
See,
and you waited for your results.
but yeah,
Still living in pain.
yes.
What was your thoughts? Were you still hopeful of the future, pursuing your dreams?
Nope. I didn't see myself accomplishing a dime. Like I didn't see myself accomplishing anything. Because look at the face. I couldn't really involve myself in school. That's secondary school. And the stories about university is like you're going to be there by yourself. Like nobody cares if you go for lectures or nothing. That is what I heard. Like you are there, you are going to be your mom, your dad, yourself, your own and everything. So actually I didn't see any future. Actually for me, I didn't want to go to school actually. Actually lost it. I didn't want to. But
Your results came.
and I had 19.
Yeah.
Like God. I cried because I knew I could do better.
Had
Like,
it not been the difficulties you went through?
I had,
Yeah.
I could have done better. I cried. So for me, when the results came, in fact, today I don't even know how to check for that because I didn't check.
Someone checked
In fact,
for you.
those that checked, then my headmaster checked, my reverend of my school checked, my spiritual father checked, compassion. Oh, that day. Oh, Jenny, have you checked the results? Have you checked the results? There was this paper that government. In fact, they're trying to help me out. I told them no, I don't want to be helped.
You write
I
as you
write
know.
as I know.
Mm.
But they brought me paper to look at. I looked at the paper. I said, no, what I want to write is not compared to what you give me to write.
Yeah.
And then they also could find and they gave up. That paper came, I had A.
Oh,
They were like, hey.
how did you
Yeah,
do it?
but it just happened. And the compassion, we're like, Jenny.
That's the NGO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Jenny, we understand, okay, but you're a promising child. You have a bright future ahead of you, and we can't just let you be at home with your condition. So they made me, my sister also said, no. Like, I didn't talk to anyone about me going to school. I didn't have to talk to, because for me, if the result come, I check. I'll just be in my life of pain. To maybe when death comes in. Actually, I didn't see any future.
Yeah.
I actually lost
Hope
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So eventually
they bought the
form
forms
for you.
and actually I had the schools, but if I brought up every reason so that I wouldn't
Go to school.
Finally I had UPSA and
what are you studying?
Public Relations degree.
Okay. Which level are you now?
I say I'm already in my 300.
Level 300.
Yeah.
And how has life been compared to before? Is the pain better?
Pain better?
Is it still impacting negatively on your academics?
Oh yes. Very, very much. So I came to UPSA. I thought that would be better. The very day I got the admission letter, I was like, fine, maybe it would be better here.
Yeah.
So I built up my confidence, my encouragement, my hopes again that I was still true. I got to UPSA and there are days we wouldn't even be able to go to class. There are days. So I got to the point where I lost interest in life.
Yeah.
I lost interest in anything, even food and water. I lost interest. Nothing was interesting to me. To me, everything was just a waste of time, a waste of resource.
You think you have been hit with depression or you are depressed?
Oh, let's say I've been hit with depression, or let's say I'm depressed.
For how long?
I can't say for how long, but looking at me from pain throughout, it's like you look better to the world. By yourself, you are degrading inside. Yeah. In fact, I could smile to everyone. I could just smile. We could all smile.
Yeah.
Look at me, beautiful, young.
Yeah.
But it's beyond. So beyond the face,
There's
it's hell.
So what goes, or what runs through your mind when you are alone?
When I'm alone.
And I also wanted to know, after the first thought of suicide, have you contemplated committing suicide?
Yeah.
How many times has the thought of suicide come to you?
Several times, but I attempted that one and then 2 others. That was so after the WASI. That was before I even came to uni. And this time I'm about to say family is not aware of it. Nobody is aware.
Tell me about it.
I took Powerzone.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't actually feel dizzy.
Where were you?
I was home.
As in the house?
Yeah.
You just felt like taking it to end it?
Yeah, at that time, it wasn't like, it was not like it is now. It was worse. The pain, like, I couldn't do anything. I had to rely on everybody. So I think they left for school. I was in the house alone. And I took Powerzone.
And then what happened to you?
I didn't even feel dizzy.
What volume? What was the quantity?
The smaller bottle of it.
You consumed
half of it.
No stomach
and then
aches,
and then I added water
pains.
to the bottles. So you're waiting for you to.
There's
They should come and
For
be
it
like,
to,
how are Jenny?
yeah, and then
What?
you are gone.
Hey,
But nothing happened to you,
well, in fact, what I assumed, what I imagined didn't happen.
and you were disappointed you didn't die.
Like, I hated myself.
Yeah,
So it gave me the morale to try other means.
other things.
Yeah, that was when I took a cradle.
Rat poison.
Yeah.
Where did you buy? Where did you get it from?
Where did I buy it? Where did I get it from?
Yeah, where did you get it from?
I don't know, but it was there. I just took it.
You found it somewhere. Where?
No.
But you knew it was rat poison.
I know rat poison now. We used to kill. I know
rats. So you put it in food, or you just took it. You swallowed it like a pill.
Oh yeah, it's a pill.
And then what happened?
Oh, my pain was just getting worse. My reason.
You took the rat poison,
so I
the
could
tablet,
die,
and it didn't have any
nothing
physical effect on you.
No, that day in fact I slept with Papa. It was just my pain just getting worse. I was like, wait, what's the essence of me? I want to end it, and the pain is not ending. I want to end you, and you're also giving me sleeping ability to sleep. No.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe when I sleep, so I thought maybe I'll just wake up. They'll be waking me up and I won't wake up. But it didn't happen that way. I woke up the next morning and my pain is still there. I was like, God. So yeah, so at that moment I didn't. In fact, I could just imagine myself stabbing myself with knife, but nothing. So I took
Parazone. Nothing happened. You took the rat poison.
Nothing happened.
And then what again have you considered doing, or have you done?
No, aside that, it just illusions of me being hit by a car.
How does that come to you?
So, so this one actually started in uni.
Yeah.
When my pain started giving me tough times. So it's like I found difficulties climbing stairs.
Yeah.
It's like when I climb the stairs, like I'm making the pain worse. You know, UPSA, lecture halls and all that. So it was just when I climbed the stairs, the pain getting worse and all that. So actually, even in the pain, it getting worse. You're losing interest in everything.
So you were talking about the illusions that you have about
me,
Yeah, so just tell me about that.
So I could just be walking. It's like I'm not myself. Then I'll see myself in the middle of the road, hit by a car, people around me, like those things. But I realize
it's not real.
I've not even gotten to the roadside yet.
Yeah. When was the last time you experienced anything like that?
It was early this year.
Early this
March.
year you experienced that,
Yeah. Early this year in March.
Yeah.
I experienced that. Not once, not twice. So at the point I became afraid of even going out or crossing road.
Yeah.
So it stopped me from going for lectures.
Yeah.
It stopped me from going to church. Actually, I didn't want to involve myself with human because to me, I'm a burden to human. And humans will just criticize you. They won't understand you. They'll just read meanings to your pain. That was the notion I was having. So I didn't see the interest of doing anything. So I could just be in my room with my pain.
And then at this point too, you're still having the difficulties with sleep.
Yes.
And so what do you do at night?
So let's say the days that I'm out of medicine, the ones I abuse them. Let's see if I'm out of them.
Yeah.
You could see me, I don't know, but one time I actually walked from my hostel to Adenta.
You walked from your hostel?
Yeah.
At Rollins, is it Rollins? Where do you live?
By then I was at around Self-Filling Station.
So just right beside campus. And you walk from your hostel in the middle of the night to where? To Adenta.
That was my first time I realized I was Adenta.
What took you there? What happened?
I was just walking like.
So from your room, is it a voice that tells you to get out of your room?
Since nothing interests you, I was in a room.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to be among human. So I don't. Everybody's sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Nobody will be like, "Who call him or what is wrong?" So I don't know, I just got up, descended from my stairs, came out of the gate. I was just walking. In fact, I can't even imagine if today you ask me to walk from here, I won't do it.
Of course, because it's quite a journey. It's a long distance.
But at that phase, I didn't even know.
So you just got on the streets midnight.
Yes.
You didn't feel scared. Just walking.
In fact, at that period, my comfort was silence,
And the fact
darkness.
that you were. There were no humans around you.
Hey.
And so you are walking.
Just walking. Me, my thoughts, walking in bed, having these thoughts of that's the end of life. You are bedding. In fact, and aside this pain of anything, actually life actually entails a lot. I just lost myself. It's like I was walking there, living there.
Yeah.
And throughout this period, nobody was aware of that. Like nobody. So I begged all this by myself. So I think I got to enter the overhead. So it's like cars were moving though, but not like during the day. So I don't know how come I beep. I'm like, how doing it? That was why I told myself.
Just honked at you, almost hitting you.
I was like, how are you doing it? I was like, that was what came out of my how where are you in my language?
And then you came back in your senses.
Like, where am I going mad? Am I mad? How can I walk from UPSA in this pain? Here. So, but I didn't know it was Adenta. So later on, I had a colleague living there. I didn't come and visit me. And when I was like, this agent, so I actually worked here. That was when I discovered that I could actually walk. I had
even in your pain.
Yeah.
And have you done that?
No more day, no.
No, but in the middle of the night, have you repeated that?
Yeah,
a few times? You've walked out?
I walked from my campus to UPSC Junction before once, and I was just sitting at the riverside. Yeah. I was just there. I was there. For that one, I was in my senses. I was in my pain, but I didn't want to be I was just there. I was there when it was 5 and I went back. That day, the way I had cold. Yeah. Because I was there. People be like, nah, oh yeah, then waha. But.
And you mentioned that you always feel like getting out or outside of humans. Do you still find being amongst people irritating? And then if you don't find comfort or so much joy being amongst people, what gives you, or what company do you desire to be in?
So that company I used to desire was being in dark.
In the dark?
Yes. So I think I moved from my previous hostel, and I was in the apartment, a rented place for a year. So by that time, that was last year, October, that time. And I was living alone. Yeah. And in fact, that was my happiest.
If you say being in the dark, so you wake up in the morning alone in your room, you close
my windows, off my lights.
That gives you peace. Yeah. And you can be in this state for how long?
Actually, I can be in it for weeks.
Weeks?
I mean, my washroom is also inside.
So how do you get food?
Actually, I lost interest in everything. So I'll not even eat.
You won't eat?
No.
You won't drink water?
Water once in a while. Because it feels like these things it's like I'm wasting them. Well, if I die today, so for me, I just wanted to end it, or I just wanted to die. Yeah. And for the fact that you'll be walking and if you see yourself being hit by a car, and you're not there, let me just be in the room. That one I won't go out. I'll just be there. I lost interest in everything, even reading, nothing. I couldn't study. I didn't study. Like, I lost interest in everything that gave me that I loved doing. Me, I could be playing music, and I'll be dancing by myself in that period. But it got to the point where even the sound of the music irritated me. Yeah. Like I didn't want to hear anything. Nothing about life, human. anything.
Were you talking to other objects?
Actually, I actually spoke to a dog.
You spoke to a dog. How was this? Where were you?
How? That was around Rolling Circle, going towards the Medina Market, La
In the
Community,
night?
something. Yeah, midnight.
So you were walking and you see a dog.
So, in
And
fact, I was my lowest.
Very low.
I didn't see the head of humans. I just wanted to vet out my emotions, then talk. But you see me talking now, I'll come back to my normal sense. I'm like, wait.
So what did you tell the dog?
In fact, I don't know if God, I don't know, I can't even recall, but it surprises me up to date that the dog could also lie.
The dog did what?
I mean, it was also there. It didn't move.
So the
like
dog
my
was still.
sense.
And then
It was lying
do you remember
down.
what you told the dog?
I don't know. I
You don't know.
remember.
But you recall that something
speaking
came
to
out
an
of
animal.
your mouth and you were having a conversation with the dog.
And I was crying
Because you were
self. I just wanted to vet. I've felt like who would want to. I feel like nobody understood my pain.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to put themselves in my pain and to understand how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
It's like you're making excuses for everything, but it's no excuse. That is my reality. I'm living with a pain. So if I feel I'm a burden to you, or you make me feel I'm a burden, I'll just, and you wouldn't even care to know what is going on. Then you read your conclusion. I'll just leave myself from you.
Yeah.
That's me. So I don't really have friends. It is not that I have grandpa and some of my friends, and so I think I thought the animal will not criticize me.
Animal won't judge you.
Yeah, and it won't even respond.
Yeah.
Yes.
You just vent.
I don't know if it's really listening to or hearing what I'm saying. But I just wanted to spit out. So, and it wasn't this our normal dog. So, I think the dog was in chain. I think maybe because how can you be there
and then not react?
No.
Yeah.
It was midnight too. So those hairy dogs. It was one of those dogs. It was white with, it had black stripes in it.
Do suicidal thoughts still come to you?
Actually, yesterday I was suicidal, but today I'm not really suicidal.
It's almost as if it's every day, because anytime I check up on you and I ask if you've been suicidal, I mean, you're having the thought, you tell me that it come. So it's a voice.
Yeah.
So yesterday you heard the voice telling you to end it all because you were in pain and
nothing
you still feel nothing good will come for you. What will make you happy?
What will make me happy?
Yeah.
Oh God. What will make me happy will be that day I'll wake up not in pain. I'll go back. In fact, I'll go to sleep without taking any medicine or without relying on any sleep supplement or anything. I could talk as I'm talking without feeling difficulties or without having pain.
When you talk, what happens?
My chest pierces.
As you are talking right
now,
now.
yeah. I could breathe normally without feeling pain. As I'm sitting, my bone is piercing. Like, what will make me happy is that day that Genevieve is free from pain.
Yeah.
It's like I tried everything possible to endure the pain and live with it. But you can't tell me that you see a flame of fire and then you intentionally put your hand inside for so long without you feeling the pain.
Yeah.
Or you see a fire burn and you be like, let me just go and put my hand around it. Then you are doing that without you like reacting to it. No. It's at that point where you feel it now. No, this I'm doing. That's how the pain is. It's like every day of your life you are in pain.
Yeah.
Every day. Nothing like you lie down, you're in pain. You sit, you're in pain. You walk, you're in pain. You breathe, you don't breathe normal. Like I don't know. You talk with pain. I actually love to sing. But I got to the point when I'm singing, like how to even sing it out is difficult because I couldn't go to the extent I have to sing to. So I couldn't go for singing practices. I couldn't go to church because when I'm here, I wish I could lie down.
Yeah, because
I wish
now
I
the
could.
pain is unbearable now.
It's like that is it. So I didn't see the sense of being at more public gatherings and all that. And for the fact that maybe you'll be at a place you want to get up, someone asks you, why is this girl standing up? What is wrong with her? people will just be asking you questions of, and if you ask me, I'll just say I'm fine. That's me. Because if I try to explain something to you, would you understand me? You wouldn't understand. You just say some one or two things, and that's all, you vanish.
Do you think a time will come where you would succumb to your suicide thoughts? Or what's that tiny voice that gives you that glimmer of hope that yes, you're going through all these, the thought is very loud to end it, but hold on, hang on to hope, and
Yeah.
everything will be fine. Is there that tiny voice at the back of it all?
Yeah. There is that voice of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
And that voice is no other voice than the voice of God.
Yeah, you think that's what is keeping you?
Yeah, that's what is keeping me. And for the fact that I didn't really desire or call for this. For the fact that I was a loving child growing up, even living with the pain and wanting to make something big out of my life and for my family. For the fact that I had people looking up to me, people in one way or the other trying to support me in the ways they want to do. I didn't, at the point, so it comes to the point I don't want to feel anyone. I feel like when I feel billions of souls. And for the fact, that voice of God that always keeps me going, that's...
Yeah, but yeah.
He in fact, says nobody speaketh for it to come to pass if God has not commanded it. And for the fact that he says that he knew me before I was born, he appointed me over nations, over kingdoms.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm a national asset.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a kingdom asset.
You are.
I'm a princess. But it's just so much. Even a princess living in a kingdom somewhere who is being forced to marry someone, a prince that she doesn't like her, tries to maybe do certain things to escape. But with mine, every day you're living with it. You just have to endure it every day.
Yeah.
And encourage yourself that you're going to sail through. Sometimes actually imagine how far I've come.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. And me not even looking not even looking a glimpse at like it.
Yeah, looking at it.
I don't look.
Outside, yeah. People
If
see you and they think that everything is okay
perfect.
with you. Yeah.
And there are times where I just feel like in my lowest, that's when I receive calls from people that they claim they say I am mentoring them, wanting to verse out their emotions,
their challenges,
and then I am able to comfort them
in the midst of your own challenges.
But I'm not able to
pain.
comfort my own self.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Up to today, I ask myself, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Because I have people calling me, asking me, in fact, asking for things that I wish it will make me comfortable. I will speak to them and they take it, do it, go by it.
And it works for
them. They call me back, they're happy, we talk. But when it comes to my turn,
nothing. Yeah. So do you think there's a need for further medical examination to ascertain your
for
real
me,
condition?
I don't know.
Maybe something will come out of that.
I don't know.
But you don't take the painkillers again?
Actually, I just ran out of medicine.
Yeah, okay.
But I've been on medicine. There's no months that I've not taken medicine before.
Who is supporting you now with your medication?
Compassion. It's still Compassion International Ghana. Yeah. And I'm grateful for them so much.
Yeah.
My family supporting me in their own little ways. And
but
friends.
Are you hoping for more support?
Hope.
To get better, or I wouldn't say better, to get further medical examination to see or to examine the severity of your condition, and because it doesn't make logical sense to me. I'm not a medical expert, that there's a pain and no painkiller. No, of all the painkillers we have, none of them seem to work. I think there should be some window out of this.
Oh yeah, for me, I'll be obliged the very day
you wake up
and then I'm
no
pain free.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know though, but even through this pain, through the storm, I found one way or the other to stay strong and come this far. So I believe once there are further
Medical diagnosis or
there'll
investigations
come a
can
day
help it.
where
Yeah.
I'll be free.
Is there any
Because-
day you don't cry?
Oh no.
You cry
Even
every
today
day?
I cry.
You cry today?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you cry?
How won't I cry?
So you cry every day?
I cry every day.
Mm.
In fact, people will see me smile, but when it gets to that time,
Yeah.
in fact, I can even just off my phone. I don't want to hear from anyone.
Mm.
That was when, like, it actually got very worse that, like, you wouldn't even see me to even ask me how are you.
Yeah, you just want to
Just be by
get
myself.
off everyone. Mm.
And just be by myself. So for me, I believe there will come a day where Genevieve Hawa Baba will stand somewhere and talk without pain. We'll walk without pain. We'll live life without pain.
And when the pain is gone and it's no more, what do you aspire to become in future? What are you dreaming of?
What I'm dreaming of.
Mm.
Right now, I'm studying PRO, but if you ask me, I don't know. But I just know that my story is to is to enlighten and then bring someone out of a darkness.
Yeah.
For me, I see myself to be a great speaker of motivation and
yeah.
encouragement.
Impact other people with your
yeah.
story, inspire people, give
Yeah.
people hope. So aside that, what else do you do? You mentioned that you love to write.
Yeah.
What do you want to make out of your writing?
Oh, in fact, at a point, I told myself some time ago, before all this pain started, that I would want to publish a book before age 22. Yeah, I would want to be an author. I would want to write, and I would want to be a songwriter. I don't know. I just have this love and passion for it.
Yeah.
But I actually lost interest in most things. But right now, I could just be there. I could just decide to read today. I'll start reading, and my mind is somewhere.
You can't concentrate
Concentrate.
because your mind is always on the pain. You can't learn. Yeah.
Even if my mind is not on the pain is there,
Yeah.
and it has its way of making me realize that it's with me. If right now, mommy gives us a newborn baby, and the baby goes to bed, then mommy also wants to rest.
Yeah.
But you hear, "Nyeh." Mom be like, no, the baby is with me. I have to feed the baby. The baby is hungry. That's how the pain is like. Even if I want to take my mind off the pain, it has its way of making it obvious that, Jenny, I am with you.
Yeah, constantly.
I am
so
with
you
you.
can't you can't do anything or
without me.
Yeah,
Yes.
or leave me behind. Yeah.
That's it. And that it has actually affected my academics, my social life, my personal growth, and a lot.
It was great having this conversation with you, Genevieve. And thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Is there any other thing you want to say?
Oh, I would want to say I am grateful for giving me this chance to speak out, because most things I've been able to talk out here today, nobody's aware of it. And I actually realized that when you share a story without shedding tears, it means you have gone past the pain of that story. Because, and I know there are people out there who are facing harder and tougher conditions. I just want to encourage us that we those in pain, that's not the end for us. We could just make a life out of our pain. Because there won't be any success of a story without an achievement. You can't just go and tell your story if you don't have any bright ending from the story. If I had given up when I went blind, if I had lost it all, even though I had lost it, even if I had not believed, if I had not encouraged myself, I wouldn't be sure I'll be in the SS. Or in fact, not even SS, being a uni.
University.
And then right now being my level 300, even though it is not easy.
Yeah.
So we could just make a life out of our own living. And in your silence, when you are isolated, the thoughts will come though.
Yeah. But please hang on and don't kill yourself. Deal.
I shouldn't kill myself, eh?
Okay, so
Then-
give it to me.
It's not a promise, so it's not a promise.
It's a promise.
Nope.
I trust you. So thank you so much. It was great having this conversation. All right. Thank you.
Thank you too. Love you, Grandpa.
Okay.